Robert, how you doing? Glad that you guys are in here. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this injury report edition as we get ready for the Week 7 matchup between our Buffalo Bills and the New York, New Jersey Jets. Again, guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button for continual Buffalo Bills and Buffalo sports news. And that, again, join me this Sunday, guys, as we do live play-by-play and reaction to the game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. King Cam's in the house. Glad to see you guys joining me. Dried Ocean coming back in here. I appreciate all you guys for joining me. But, guys, this injury report, as I look at it, is not looking good. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see it yet or not, but there are a lot of key players out for the Buffalo Bills. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing too, listen, we're playing up against this Jets team. We should be able to beat them even without some of our top receivers, even without some of our top weapons, some of our top stars. Hey, Brian, good to see you as well. And you look at that 13-point spread, now all of a sudden, I think it's 12 now, but you wonder if the Bills can cover that. And you wonder if this is one of those games where you see all the injuries on the Buffalo Bills. I say if they are good enough, they need to play. You look at this Buffalo Bills team and you say, hey, just getting the win at this point might be good enough. You know that Robert Jean, drop a like as you were coming in here. Again, thank you guys so much for all that you do for the success of this channel. However, you look at some of these guys that are injured, and like I said, it really worries you if none of these guys can play. There are some questionable, even bigger guys that are questionable that may not be able to play either. Robert Jingson says 5-2 Buffalo Bills fan. Hey, how you doing? But as I look at who is out for the Buffalo Bills, I'll go down that list for you right now. You got wide receiver John Brown sitting out with a knee injury. You got linebacker Terrell Dodson having a hamstring injury. He's going to be out. Cody Ford still suffering a knee injury last Thursday. He is going to be out. You have Dawson Knox. He is still out for the second week in a row. And you have Josh Norman, cornerback. He's out as well. Not only do you have him out, but you also have Tre'Davious White and Cam Lewis sitting there as questionable for this game. So that means 3 of our top cornerbacks could be out. We already know about the IR, and we know about our cornerback on the IR as well. So that's really 4 cornerbacks that are going to be out for this game. It just makes you Josh Norman, a.k.a. Derrick Henry's kid. I remember there was a flag on that play. It didn't even count. I don't know what you're talking about. But so you're talking about Levi Wallace, talking about Cam Lewis, talking about Tre'Davious White. Dane Jackson might be our number 1 cornerback, says Dried Ocean. At this point, it's looking that way. I mean, you look at this Buffalo Bills roster, and there's just a lot of talented pieces missing. Now, obviously, there are some other guys who were limited in practice. You have Jake Fromm being limited in practice. Obviously, he's going to be limited the whole time he's with the Buffalo Bills. And Matt Milano, Cam Lewis were both limited in practice. Now, Josh Norman was limited on Thursday, but he did not participate today. Going through the list of guys that did not participate in practice today, you have Tre'Davious White, Josh Norman, Dawson Knox. It is the Jets, but makes you worried. It really makes you worried for this Buffalo Bills team. It has to. John Brown, Terrell Dodson, and Cody Ford all did not practice today. So those are the Buffalo Bills injuries. I'm trying to get the New York Jets injury report coming into Friday to see who is expected to play and who is not. I mean, obviously, they have Sam Darnold there. We know about him participating in practice yesterday, so Sam Darnold did participate. I'm looking at the list of Friday, and still nothing is up for Friday as far as who participated in practice and who did not. Participate. Sam Ficken, their kicker, on Thursday. Jamison Crowder was a DNP on Thursday with his groin injury. Alex Lewis is a DNP. Terrell Basham did not participate, and Frank Gore also did not participate. The Jets, no joke, are worse than 2017 Browns, and I'm not kidding. I hope so, because that might be the type of team we need to play if we think we have a chance to win this game with all of the people that we have out. Again, Sam Darnold back at practice. he might play in this game. We know the Jets are bad, but they can be competitive against a weakened Bills team. The Miami Dolphins aren't looking that great, but they were able to dominate a injury-prone San Francisco 49ers team. So we'll see what happens. Is Chris Hogan playing? I do not think so, but I'm not seeing on the injury report either. Is Chris Hogan a Jet again? I'm not even sure where Chris Hogan is at this point in his career. I think he is with the Jets. I think you're right. I think he signed with them this year, but I don't see him on the injury report for the New York Jets, so he will probably be, unless he's inactive. I haven't looked at the inactive list either, so we can look through that. But for the Buffalo Bills, again, you have a lot of guys out, and it's just not looking good for Buffalo Bills fans. Now, they will hopefully get better within the next week. We have to wait to week 11 until our bye week, guys. So it's not like these guys are going to have an extra week of rest anytime soon. And with everything going on with the pandemic, who knows if that's actually going to be our bye week. We saw what happened with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, they're making up that game with the Tennessee Titans this week. They ended up with a week 4 bye week. So with that looming over the NFL, with that looming over everything that's going on, you do have to wonder, will the Buffalo Bills have to wait to week 11 to a bye week? And if they do have to wait to week 11, what's going to happen with all these guys out? We know we just got rid of Quentin Spain. And so to see Cody Ford also out for this game makes you wonder how the offensive line is really going to look come Sunday against this New York Jets team. Remember, this Jets team did pretty well against the rush in week 1. This O-line scares me, especially if John Feliciano is inactive. So far, John Feliciano is still listed as inactive. So I know today during his press conference, Coach McDermott did say that they might be activating him. But if they were going to activate him, you would think it would have to be today. They would have to activate him today. Hey, Mike Madison, good to see you in here as well. But if you're going to activate Feliciano, they would have to do that today. But yeah, with all these injuries going on, man, it's just not looking real good for the Buffalo Bills. But again, luckily we are playing the Jets, and hopefully that means something. Hopefully that means that these guys can get the rest they need. We know about Matt Milano's lingering injury. They have until Saturday, 4 p.m. to activate him to his dried ocean. So there you go. They have till tomorrow to activate him. I know they activated Josh Norman pretty close to the deadline when they activated him a few weeks ago, but now Josh Norman's out. Levi Wallace, again, hey, Amy, good to see you in here. Again, Levi Wallace is out. So, all these players sitting out. I saw Cover One on Twitter talk about playing zone this weekend because we're not going to have any cornerbacks. So play a lot of zone. Bills trade for Fletcher Cox. I'm not sure if the Philadelphia Eagles want to get rid of Fletcher Cox, but he did have an impact in yesterday's game. So we'll see what happens. But I did want to get on here real quick, give you guys the injury news for our Buffalo Bills. Again, not good. It's a big time. It's a big injury report filled with some big name players like John Brown. So how are the Buffalo Bills going to do without John Brown? I mean, we pretty much haven't had John Brown on our roster for 3 weeks now, right? 3 weeks ago he was out, and then against the Chiefs he was out, or against the Titans he was out, and then against the Chiefs, no catches on 4 targets. So John Brown out once again, so now that means Gabe Davis has to step up. That means that Cole Beasley has to step up. That means that these guys have to step up. Thank you, CG Bully. Glad to see you in the chat. Not much going on. Just talking about the Buffalo Bills injury report and what it could mean for this Sunday. Again, guys, join me this Sunday for live play-by-play reaction to the game between our Buffalo Bills and the New York, New Jersey Jets. Hopefully the Bills go 5-2. It's going to be a big week. And again, I see that number in Vegas constantly going down as far as the spread. This might be one of those games where you're just happy to get out with a win. We're on the road. We will beat the Jets. I hope so. I hope that you're right. Everyone says we're going to beat the Jets. I think that most people believe we are going to beat the Jets. You don't want us to make them 1-6. I don't want that either. I mean, if everyone was jumping off a cliff after that Kansas City loss, right? So all the starters for this scrimmage, no, because you're going to regret saying that if they put up a contest. Hopefully Josh Allen plays well. But listen, everyone was jumping off a bridge when it came to losing 2 in a row. I can't imagine what they're going to be like losing 3 in a row, especially if we lose 3 in a row and the third one's to this New York Jets team. This team looks bad. There's no reason why Coach McDermott should be outcoached by Adam Gase. That should never happen. The Buffalo Bills should come in this Sunday and they should dominate this game, even with all these injuries. I'm not saying they shouldn't. But you see all these injuries, and it makes you a little worried. It makes you a little worried. It makes you wonder what the Buffalo Bills coaching staff is going to do to try to mitigate the impact of these injuries, and it also makes you wonder how certain players are going to step up. Again, talking about Gabe Davis. Again, talking about Cole Beasley. Talking about those guys on the offensive line. Talking about the guys on the defensive line. Talking about the guys who are going to be playing cornerback. Cam Lewis probably is going to see some time. Dane Jackson is probably going to see some time in this game. Can they step up? Can they get the job done? I know the Jets wide receivers aren't exactly top notch. I know when you think about the Jets and their wide receiving core, you don't think tops in the NFL. So this banged up secondary should still be able to do their job. So we're going to see Darnold is still questionable. I did not see anything. We are at MetLife, King Cam. Yeah, this is an away game for the Bills, and I think at MetLife they're allowed to have fans in the stands now. Not saying that will have much of an impact, but who knows? Cole will be there for Allen, but Allen hasn't looked for Cole all that much this year, so hopefully, well, as far as I know, Micah Hyde is playing. So he is playing. It looks like the safety tandem is playing. The only safety they have on the injury report was Jaquan Johnson, but he was a full participant today and is listed as fully active and ready to go for Sunday's game, which is going to be really good because without those corners, the safeties are going to have to step up too. So again, guys, that's the injury report. I'll go through it one more time. John Brown, Terrell Dotson, Cody Ford, Dawson Knox, and Josh Norman all out for the game on Sunday. The Jets report, I've not seen anything about the Jets for Friday's practice. I'll tell you what it was like on Thursday. Did not participate on Thursday was Alex Lewis, offensive lineman. Jamison Crowder did not participate. Maybe he'll be out for this game. You got a Sam Ficken, the kicker. He's out with a groin injury, so they may have someone new kicking the ball. Terrell Basham, the linebacker, he did not practice, and Frank Gore did not practice. As far as limited practice goes, on Thursday they had Mikhail Becton had limited practice. Sam Darnold, Chuma Edoga was also limited in practice, and George Fant was limited in practice. What about the GOAT, Cyril Neal? It's time for him to step up. No, it's time for him to step up too. Normally just a special teams guy, but we need to call on him right now to do more than just special teams. So again, guys, that is the injury report that I have for you for the Buffalo Bills for their game coming up this Sunday against the Jets. Yes, that's good. Crowd is not playing, says Robert Jean. Again, I'm not a fan of injuries. I'm not a fan of anyone getting hurt or not being able to play. But yeah, with who we're limited with, it might be tough to say we could guard a guy like Jamison Crowder, so it might be good that he's out for this game. But we're going to see. We're just going to see what happens, guys. And again, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys join me again on. Looks like Ficken and Lewis are both doubtful for the game tomorrow. Questionable. Jamison Crowder, Sam Darnold, Mekhi Becton, George Fant, and Chuma Edoga are all questionable. Brashad Perriman is going to play, and Terrell Basham is going to play as well. So that is the most recent injury report I was able to pull up. That's from BillsWire.com for the New York, New Jersey Jets. Guys, I hope you join me on Sunday. It's going to be a great time. Watch a live stream together and hope this Bills team moves to 5-2. Biggest player needs to step up is Baz. The 50-plus yard field goal would have changed the game on Monday. Well, Bass, again, needs to do his job, and that's simply kick field goals when asked to, make the extra points. That's his job. Praying our guys get through this game injury-free. We're obviously not already injury-free, but yeah, we hope that there are no more injuries in this game. So we'll see what happens in this game. Again, guys, hope you join me. But again, the injury report for the Bills not looking great. But luckily, as many people have pointed out, we are playing the Jets. So hopefully that comes to our advantage and we are able to get that win. But join me on Sunday as we'll go over every single play-by-play, and reaction this Sunday. So again, thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.